Hey all, and welcome back to Danny B. Trainz here in the HO Scale Spring Valley layout. Today we're going through here and checking out some of the newer, more modern retail establishments that have been set up inside the community of Spring Valley here. Walmart has established itself as a strongholder, as a grocery store and other commodity store here in the city of Spring Valley. Parking lots have been set up, trucks have been laid in place, other various aspects have been added in to make our city really stand out. Then we've added more fencing along the railroad to establish itself away from the city itself. Grass in place, more parking areas for people who live in the area to park their cars, and other details. The Firestone has been finished up over there. Even new businesses like the Taco Bell has been introduced into the community of Spring Valley. The city's really coming along really nicely so far. And as you saw in the beginning, we've even got Amtrak services coming through Spring Valley as well. So lots of opportunities for more stuff to be seen and done in the future in Spring Valley now, as you're going to see in today's episode of The Build. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the way Spring Valley's looking. Other things, we've got the area around the auto zone and the credit union. It's been finished up, a few more details in place there, sidewalks, some trees placed, just a few details like that to really make this place start to feel like a true community now over here. And yeah, we're getting ready to show you guys what we've got built so far. Hope you guys have been having a great day. There's a beautiful shot there of the Amtrak going in the background here behind the city of Knoxville. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way that the area of Spring Valley is looking. And it's going to be really nice to make this place work the way it needs to. As here comes the Amtrak right into town. Here it's the passenger station, and welcome everybody to the city of Knoxville. We've got a lot to show you in today's episode. And let's get started. I told you in the last episode I wanted to get rid of those factories, so I wanted to go ahead and do that. Also wanted to level out the ground just a little bit back behind the city of Knoxville. Took care of that. Had to, finesse it a little bit there in some places, and bring in that just a little bit right there on the edge of town. After that, we're setting up some fencing around the Firestone to help establish itself away from the tracks and keep it fenced off in the city portion of Knoxville here. Figuring out it's a little bit easier to use this functionality to open up ways into parking lots, and I might have to actually go back and change up some of my openings in the parking lots that I've done already to be more cohesive with the rest of these here. But using these grass blinds, I think it's a good little portion of grass. Let there be some grass in the area, but nothing too much. Right along the track's gonna be a little grown up a little bit. I wanted to see if we could do all grass there, but I just didn't think it looked right with the bigger portion of grass that there was. So I decided, hey, let's open it up and let's add more parking to the area. There's lots of businesses in the area, lots of apartment buildings just down the street from here. Why not have more places for people just to park their car here? So went ahead and added that in there, and more openings there to have 2 openings into that parking lot. So yeah, lots of parking coming in here in Knoxville. And now we're back over here at the Dollar General, and we are going to figure out a way to set up a parking lot here at the Dollar General. And using a few functionalities here, I had done some stuff, I wasn't happy with that work, so that's why I kind of cut that clip out right there. And from there, we are going to set it up to where there's, a lot more parking for a standard Dollar General. But as we're going to see later in the episode, this Dollar General is going to share this parking lot here with another business that's going to be coming into town. Another major retail establishment going to share a parking lot here with them. Firestone. Needed some parking over here as well, and went ahead and you can fit about 4 cars right there on that side of the Firestone, and a few more over here, because once they are done putting your tires on, doing service, you're going to want a place to put them. And yeah, I think that was just enough parking for an inner city Firestone to be. Next up, we're going to add a gas station next to the Firestone, because, well, you got to have a place to go get some gas in town. So putting in a gas station here using the gas station MFA with night mode, and this place has a little garage there itself. First I thought maybe put it over there, but then I said no, let's put it right over here. I was originally going to do 2 gas pumps there, but I realized, oh wait, I can't cover the oil changing area of the gas station, so went back in and moved it over, and now we've got 2 areas for pumps. Putting in a ice machine here, and we're going to put in an air outlet area for you to just go put air in your tires right here. I had to finesse with the parking splines here a little bit, but we've got a few lines in here to establish the area here at the gas station. Few details: put an air compressor here right next to the place to put air in your tires. Put tire in your ears. That's funny. But then yeah, just went ahead and connected the 2 parking areas over here next to the fence, so it's more uniform looking over here. And a few more details going in there for the gas station, like thing of tires. Real quick, looking at what it looks like at night, and back to daylight we go. And at this point, I decided I wanted a major restaurant chain to go in here, so we're going to go ahead and put in a Taco Bell. Trainz has nice Taco Bell assets. It was built into it already. Could go into the download station, see if there's any more modern looking Taco Bells, but you know what? The old school Taco Bell just really looks nice to me. This is my preferred version of Taco Bells in my personal opinion. So yeah, gonna put in a Taco Bell here, adding in some parking to start it off, and using the single line tool, we're gonna set up a line for the drive-through here. And it's looking very wide right now. Don't worry, we're gonna go in and change that in just a minute and handle the straightening of the white line to make it not look so weird. First thought, can we put in parking area right here in the front? And then I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to round it off, but we can do that. So parking on both sides there at the front of Taco Bell. And now we're gonna continue working on the drive-through lane here. And this is one of those things that took me more time than I thought it would to set up the drive-through. But once I put in a few these example F-150s here, it gave me a better idea of the spacing of the drive-through line I needed to do. And yeah, I was able to kind of establish, hey, I was way too wide on my original drive-through here, but now it's looking at the perfect distance. And so far, yeah, we've got the parking area going in. We've got a lot of parking for a Taco Bell, but this is an inner city Taco Bell, and I imagine we'll probably end up adding some more businesses into this general area too. So for now, we do have a Taco Bell established right here. Since we were working on parking for the Taco Bell, and it's given me more of an idea of how to do the parking, decided, hey, we need to go back over towards the other side of town where we had set up the Family Dollar and the credit union, and we need to add in parking for this area over here. So I took the sign for the credit union and I decided, hey, these mulch islands that we have, we need to go ahead and establish something to make this sign look better here. At first I went with those round caps, added in some flowers there, and then I used this square it off version for over here. Also had the L bracket for it here, and put that in place there, and decided, yeah, that's looking really good, because this is something you'd see. You'd see some mulch, you'd see some places for flowers and stuff like that. Adding in a few details here, like a trash can and the USA Today as people walk into the store. Putting in parking lines here by the sidewalk. This is where I decided, hey, get rid of the round end caps here, go to the squared end caps, and I think this just looked a lot better overall. Put that in place, decided to go over here, put one on the other side of the sidewalk. Once I got the parking lines where I liked it, I went ahead and connected that and put in my yellow flowers because that stands out really good on that red mulch like that. Finally, we're going to look for a tree that I like. Went for a few options here. Finally ended up liking the Bradford pear and the way that looked. Sat that down, put some more mulch right there at the base of that tree, adding in some of these purple flowers and the yellow flowers, and overall that looks really good right there. Next up, putting in a Pepsi machine over at the AutoZone because I feel like I've seen before several times an AutoZone or someone like that just have a place to get drinks right there. Putting in some more parking lines there at the front, and then we're going to put some here over to the side because I feel like we need more parking overall. Even though I don't have many cars there at AutoZone right now, it should be able to support many cars. Using the single line here, setting up the drive-through line for the ATM at the credit union, as well as the area for you to just pull up and do service with them, you know, through the little pipe thing or whatever it is that you see at banks and stuff like that. And I thought that was good. Then we do the parking for the Family Dollar, and I changed my mind multiple times while doing this one. At first I set up parking with the curb, and then after a little bit I'm like, I don't really like that. When it comes to the parking on the sidewalk, I think I'm liking where it's just lines and then the sidewalk itself is the curb. Yeah, and then I was going to put the mulch there and decided, nah, I probably want a little bit of sidewalk. And then I ultimately ended up deciding, you know what, hey, I don't think that the mulch really makes sense at all here at the Family Dollar. Like, what is that even for? So then I start playing around with the sidewalk pieces. And first I was going to go for one with a curb, and I was like, no, we don't really need that. So got rid of that curb piece, and we go to the sidewalk without a curb. And then this is right here where I'm like, you know what, get rid of the mulch altogether, connect that to that end, and move the parking area around. We're going to go ahead and put the sidewalk in all the way around the store, and we end up getting rid of the parking with the curb at one point. I haven't done it yet, but we're going to first line up all of the parking to go around the store. And yeah, that was looking really good to have that little sidewalk there. And then I think this is right here. This is where I connect the parking lines and go to the one that just connects to the front of the sidewalk like that. And I just felt like that looked a whole lot better overall. And adjusted all there to make it all fit well. And there we go. Family Dollar is looking completed. Then back here we had this weird area where it kind of creates a hill at the base of the wall. And I decided we need to fill this in. So grass blind going in, we need to kind of connect this, hide it, transition a little bit. Grass goes in, and we're going to spend some time here in just a second kind of detailing this whole area with a bunch of bushes to really make this area feel like it transitions better, using all kinds of assets of bushes. There's various different ones. They're not all the same. They kind of look all the same, but they're not all the same still at the same time. And you really just want this place to look like it's kind of an overgrown area, you know, right where, you know, nature's starting to, you know, not want to go away entirely here. You know, it's not all concrete. It wouldn't make sense for concrete to be up on a hill like that. But I can't really go in and paint it because it doesn't really work that way. So use a bunch of random bush pieces and then the bush spline along with the grass spline really helps me do a good job of hiding that in there. Then the rest of the city, it needs to be all pavement. I decided it needs to be all pavement. We can use things like the Epcot median. We can use things like grass splines to make transition areas like that. So I think it makes sense to just go do all pavement in the city for now. After that, we're adding in the Walmart. Welcome to Wally World, everybody. Walmart going into town here. It came in 4 different pieces for the Walmart that was in Trainz. So you're able to just kind of connect those and put them exactly the way in the order you like it. So this is the order I like it. You got 2 entrances on each side and Walmart in the middle. It's a very skinny Walmart, I will say that. Might want to end up going in and doing this again to kind of deepen the Walmart, because when have you ever seen a Walmart that long but that skinny? So now that I think about it, I probably need to go in and do that. Right here we're extending out the fence and the grass blind here because this area is going to be a lot longer than it currently is right now. And what we do here, I'm not decided on yet, but I do know that the fence needs to continue going down the railroad tracks because we have no reason for people to go onto the tracks like this. Adding in another detail here to the other end of town, we've got an old kind of unused skyscraper now. I still feel like we maybe need some more skyscrapers. I'm just not decided where that needs to be in town just yet. We've got a lot of old, taller buildings, but no skyscrapers really yet. The tallest building I had as of this point was the hotel, but right now an old skyscraper made sense to go in there. Realizing I hadn't done this yet, I'm utilizing the ability to get rid of some of those sidewalks and make more openings to go into stuff like this. Move those trucks around a little bit, put them into better parked areas. And speaking of parking, I decided, hey, back behind these apartments that we have here, we need just general parking areas. So there we go. We are making that right here, right now. Bring out that chain link fence a little bit. And yeah, there's not really much detail in this part of town right now, so I wanted to go ahead and do some of that. Add in some sidewalks here to this side. Because there's nothing but a bunch of concrete right now, and it needs to kind of have a way for people to continue walking over here to the sidewalk from the main sidewalk in town. And yeah, that's starting to look really good there. And another piece going in right here to make this connect all right here really good. And yeah, just go around the corner there, and overall I was pretty happy with that. Put in some more grass blinds here on this side to kind of help make this area be kind of overgrown a little bit right around the chain link fence, and connect it there to the other side. And finally we're gonna go ahead and decide, hey, we need to actually open this up, move the parking lot over here just a little bit, and move over this white line and make it kind of connect in right there and open up, because we are gonna put parking back here behind these apartments. So I guess they can enter into the Taco Bell and then go back here and go park here. Made a little bit of an opening here for people to kind of walk into these apartment areas, the areas behind it. So yeah, if you live in these apartments back here, you do have a place to park. And overall, I was pretty happy with this so far. Add in some finishing touches like the white line to kind of connect the general flow of the way things would go right there. And needed to get rid of that parking area because we need to have more double parking here, as we have now connected this parking lot to the Walmart from the Dollar General. It's not just Dollar General dominating the parking scene right here, but I've also realized, hey, because this is such a skinny area, what works best for this part? So instead of doing multiple rows of double parking, we're going to do one long single row of parking, but we do have more over here to the side to make up for that. And finally, we have a opening for unloading at the Walmart, so we're going to put a truck in right there with the Walmart trailer. This makes zero sense to have an old Mack truck in as the truck that they would be towing it, but for me, I like the asset, and it's my model railroad, so whatever I like, I can put in here, and I chose to do that. Now, at one point, I'd thought about putting a train station up on the hill behind Knoxville. I'm still debating. I could even move all this and not keep it here, but I felt like it was very open right here and didn't need to just do the same thing I'd done down the tracks. So did go ahead and put in a station right here. So here we are looking for assets to use. We're going to find the footbridge. And I like this one right here in particular, the big long one with the wheelchair accessible ramp. So I wanted to go with that. Adding in this other platform on the other side so that no matter what area the train drops you off at, you can get to where you're trying to go. And work on connecting the footbridge here that goes over the tracks. First I thought we need to do this, but as you'll see, I ended up finding the right assets that I needed for this and got it done the right way. So ignore this little bit right here because that's about to go away in just a moment because I'm realizing, hey, this is the right piece. Connect that. But then I thought it seems like it's really long with not enough arch support in the middle. I know load-bearing technology does not really matter in trains, but to me, I do like detailing, so we're going to put in two supports there in the middle, and now an Amtrak train fits in here perfectly. However, the platform size made me think this doesn't need a large Amtrak train with 2 engines. It just needs 1 engine and a few superliners to finish it off here. A little bit of detailing here, some grass going in right here to connect the area between this little park / building area to the space between it and the tracks. Some bushes going in, and overall, that's about it for the most part. That's about all the progress that I got in this week's new builds for the HO scale Spring Valley. It was a lot of just detailing more than anything, and overall I think this progress is coming along just nicely. It was, you know, just a little bit here and there, but you know, we've got new businesses established. You know, we've got already figured out, hey, where do people live in Spring Valley? We've got kind of that going, at least in terms of inner city, you know, developments. But they do need places to go shop. They do need restaurants. They do need jobs. So Walmart, Firestone, a gas station, Taco Bell, you name it. We're starting to see more modernizations of Spring Valley coming into effect right here. While there is a bigger downtown aspect to this city, and there will be more added to it, you do want a few things that are just more simpler retail establishments. And I think in that front area where you see that Taco Bell, that's going to give me more option to do more things. I think McDonald's needs to go in there too next. Just to have more of, your modernized retail and restaurant establishments. But so far, I am satisfied with the way the Spring Valley Railroad is coming along. It's really fun. As much as I need to get in and do more on my 1-to-1 scale CSX build for Nashville to Louisville, I love just the creative freedom I'm having on this build so far, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too, because something about just working on a model railroad is just relaxing to everyone. Having the freedom to do whatever you want, and so far I'm experiencing just that as we're working on the Spring Valley Railroad here in Trainz 22. But other than that, hey, I hope you guys have enjoyed episode number 3 of this series so far. If you are new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Danny B. Trainz to watch the rest of this build as it comes along. And check out some of the other videos on this channel so far. We're still young, we're still growing, but we are growing at a decent pace, and I appreciate that. But hey, until next time, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys do have a great day. Bye, guys.